Hey everyone, in this video I'll show you the essential base mods you need to install before adding any GTA 5 mods, specifically for macOS using CrossOver and Parallels Desktop. These are the must-have tools that make all other mods work properly. Let's get started. First of all, we are going to use these three apps in today's video. The game will run on CrossOver, but we will be using Parallels Desktop for modding GTA 5. We need to download a few files first. The download links for all mentioned files are given in the description below. First, we will install the base mods, which are necessary before installing any additional mods like car add-ons. Now just download these files and follow along. If you're wondering why we need these mods first, think of it like installing lungs before you add muscles. GTA modding is deep, bro. By the way, if your fans kick in now, that's just your MacBook protesting against your life choices. Okay, enough yapping. Let's download these files before my MacBook overheats just from my talking. Or worse, before you skip ahead and miss something important. Okay, now just open your downloads folder and the GTA 5 main game directory. I hope you at least know where your game is installed. Next step, make a new folder called mods in your GTA 5 game directory. Then, just copy the update folder into it. Also create a new folder named scripts. We'll be needing it later on. Alright, the folders are all set. Now let's get into it. Now, unzip the scripthookv.net file and copy only the files shown in the video into your game directory. Unzip the scripthookv file and just like before, copy only the files shown in the video into your game directory. Alright, let's move on to the pack file limit adjuster. Don't worry, we'll get to the Gameconfig a bit later in the video. Next up, install the menu trainer. It's basically a mode menu for doing crazy things. But for this video, we're mainly using it to spawn the cars we add. Next up is the heap adjuster. This is a script that helps prevent your game from crashing. Lemon UI is an optional script. It's a type of framework used by other mods. You can skip it if you're only planning to install car add-on mods. To install it, copy the files from the scripthookv.net 3 folder into the scripts folder. Okay, basic modding's all set. Now we'll install OpenIV using Parallels Desktop. That's our Windows 11 virtual machine. We're just using it to set up OpenIV and do the modding part. You'll still be able to play the game through CrossOver with zero performance loss. If you need help installing and setting up Parallels Desktop, you can check out the tutorial linked in the description. I'll also add it to the I button above. Once you boot into your Windows virtual machine, make sure to enable file sharing from Mac to Windows so we can access the game and downloads folders for modding. If your Mac's not that powerful, the VM might lag a bit at first, but don't worry. It usually smooths out after a few minutes. Now we can go ahead and run the OpenIV setup file that we downloaded earlier. Just follow the setup steps on screen. If it asks for any extra stuff to install, like dependencies, just go ahead and do it. Once the installation is complete, go ahead and launch OpenIV. In the GTA 5 section of OpenIV, click the small Windows button. Now click on Browse and select the location to your game folder. While OpenIV is starting, extract and open the Gameconfig file that we downloaded earlier. Here, look for the folder that matches your game version. If your game is the latest version, just go with the first folder. Or you can search for older versions here. Once here, select if you want to install more mods or less mods. Then just go into the stock traffic folder. Now we can just wait for OpenIV to start. Once OpenIV starts, make sure turn on the edit mode or you will not be able to edit any files. Now go in the ASI manager from tools section and install all these three packages. To install the Gameconfig, go to mods, update, update.rpf common, then data. There, you'll find the existing Gameconfig file, which we'll now replace with the one we downloaded. Before doing that, make sure to back up this existing Gameconfig file. Now you can just drag and drop this file in OpenIV to install it. The mods are in, but to make sure everything works, we need to install a few dependencies in the CrossOver bottle. Let's get on that. Head to your CrossOver bottle where GTA 5 is installed. Click the install button at the bottom left, search for Microsoft Visuals 2022 and install it. Now, just like before, search for and install the Microsoft .NET Framework 4.8. The .NET Framework 4.8 is needed for scripthookv.net to run smoothly. This might take some time, so hang tight. Next, go ahead and install DirectX for modern games. Alright, this step is crucial. If you can't open any menus in game no matter what key combos you try, here's what you need to do. In your crossover bottle open wine configuration, head to the libraries tab and add the input 8 library so the game can register your inputs. Okay, now you are all set to install your desired mods. This was the base setup that you needed to do before installing any mod. Do check out my playlist of GTA 5 mods on Mac crossover.